I was born with blood that could cure any disease in my past life. That gift got me killed. After I healed the paralyzed legs of Corbin Prescott, the scion of Viridia City's most powerful family, I learned his family had made a promise. Whoever cured him would become his wife. The next matriarch of the Prescott dynasty, Corbin was forced to marry me, his true love. Isla Jennings heard the news while climbing a treacherous mountain to find a mythical celestial snow lotus for him. Distraught, she slipped and fell into a ravine, her body lost to the ice. A year later, Corbin found her perfectly preserved corpse. He dragged me to her frozen form and forced a knife into my hand. It was supposed to be Isla who healed me with the lotus, he'd hissed, his eyes burning with a mad grief. We were supposed to be together forever. You murdered her. Karis, you claim your blood is a miracle? He screamed, his face a mask of distorted rage. Then make her live again. I wept, pleading with him. Isla has been dead for a year. Corbin, my blood can heal the living, but it can't perform resurrection. But he wouldn't listen. He just watched. He watched as my life drained away, my miraculous blood staining the snow red around the woman he truly loved. He watched me die. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the day the Prescotts first summoned me to treat Corbin. I looked at the man in the wheelchair, his handsome face dark with sullen anger. A faint smile touched my lips. Mr. Prescott, I said, my voice light and clear, your legs are beyond repair. No one can heal you. At my words, Corbin Prescott slowly lifted his head, his gaze fixing on me. The fury in his eyes thickened. Quack, he spat. Get the hell out of my house before I have security throw you out. I simply raised an eyebrow, turning my gaze to his mother, the elegant Mrs. Prescott, who stood beside me. Mrs. Prescott, in this world, if my family, the Moreaus, declare a condition untreatable, then it is truly hopeless. I leaned in, my voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. You're still young. Perhaps you should consider trying for another child. The words had barely left my mouth when the teacup in Corbin's hand flew towards my head. I sidestepped it effortlessly. The priceless porcelain cup whizzed past my ear, the scent of oolong tea momentarily filling the air before the sharp crack echoed against the marble floor. It shattered into 1,000 pieces, much like his pride. Mrs. Prescott, startled, rushed to apologize. Ms. Moreau, I am so sorry. I apologize on Corbin's behalf. He's just, because of his condition. I waved a dismissive hand. I understand, I replied, my voice dangerously calm. A man rendered powerless in every sense of the word. It's only natural for the mind to warp. I saw Corbin's body tremble with rage. Satisfied, I turned and walked towards the door. Mrs. Prescott hurried after me, her voice a low, desperate plea. Ms. Moreau, is there truly no other way? I've heard the Moreau family possesses secret arts that can cure 100 ailments. If you can heal Corbin's legs, the Prescott family will grant any request you have. But it wasn't that he couldn't be healed, it was that I wouldn't heal him. In my past life, Corbin blamed me for Isla's death, clinging to the delusion that her snow lotus would have been his miracle cure. A moment of clear thought would have told him the lotus was merely a supplement, its legendary properties wildly exaggerated. But after he discovered my blood was the true secret in his medicine, he drained me dry to save a corpse. Just before I died, I overheard the servants talking. Isla hadn't fallen from a cliff while seeking a cure. She'd fallen when the wife of her new sugar daddy discovered their affair and had her thrown from it. This time I would not be part of their twisted saga. Let them have their happily ever after. For Mr. Prescott's legs, I said firmly, I can do nothing. Corbin had followed us out, and he heard my final verdict. His voice was a low growl, thick with anger. Mom, Isla is already on a plane to the mountains. When she brings back the celestial snow lotus, my legs will be fine. He shot a venomous look at me. I don't need help from anyone else. Mrs. Prescott sighed heavily. The celestial snow lotus can only aid in recovery. Corbin, it's not enough to make you walk again. The Moreau family is your last hope. Corbin remained obstinate. I said, Isla will heal me. I gave him one last, long look, then bid Mrs. Prescott farewell, and left. As I stepped out of the Prescott estate, a black luxury sedan pulled up in front of me. A woman emerged from the car and, to my astonishment, knelt at my feet. Ms. Moreau, please, I'm begging you, save my son. It turned out that the accident a year ago hadn't only crippled Corbin Prescott, his arch-rival, Ronan Ashworth of the Ashworth family, had also been a victim. The car crash had left Ronan in a deep coma, a living ghost, a vegetable. But after the agony of my past life, I had no intention of casually spilling my blood for anyone. I refused Mrs. Ashworth's request. She didn't press further, simply wiping her tears and leaving in silence. A week later, I received an invitation to a banquet at the Prescott estate. Isla Jennings had returned with the celestial snow lotus, fearing Isla's remedy might be questionable. Mrs. Prescott had pleaded with me to attend and inspect the medicine. At the banquet, Isla clung to Corbin's side, a perfect picture of devotion. Mrs. Prescott pulled me aside, her face etched with worry. It's not that I think her medicine won't work, she confessed. I'm just afraid of Corbin being disappointed again. The hope in his eyes has been dimming for a year now. As a mother, I can't bear to see it extinguished completely. Before I could offer any comfort, Isla pushed Corbin's wheelchair towards us. Mrs. Prescott, don't you worry, Isla said, her smile a little too bright. I will definitely get Corbin back on his feet. For this celestial snow lotus, I nearly died on that mountain. Corbin squeezed Isla's hand, his face filled with adoration. Isla, my love, as soon as I can stand, I will throw you the most magnificent wedding this city has ever seen. Oh, Corbin, I know you will, she cooed. Then Isla's gaze shifted to me, her smile turning sharp and condescending. Unlike some charlatans who make a living with smoke and mirrors, I am certain I can cure Corbin's legs. Her words hit their mark. Several renowned doctors who had previously treated Corbin scowled. Ms. Jennings, you have quite the high opinion of yourself. What makes you so sure you can succeed where we have failed? You're not even a medical professional, yet you dare question our expertise. Even Ms. Moreau of the great Moreau family said his condition was hopeless. I refuse to believe a little girl like you has the ability. Corbin, though likely aware of Isla's impulsiveness, still defended her. I believe in Isla. She will cure me. A soft laugh escaped my lips. I couldn't help it. Isla thought I was mocking her. Her teeth clenched, but she forced a saccharine smile. Ms. Moreau, I hear you're the most brilliant physician of your generation, but first you refuse the Prescotts, then you refuse the Ashworths. It's hard not to suspect that you can't actually heal anyone at all. I smiled back, my own expression serene. In that case, I eagerly await the day Ms. Jennings helps Mr. Prescott to his feet, seeing me so unbothered. Isla bit her lip. Are you upset that I've stolen your spotlight? I know Mrs. Prescott favored you, that she intended for you to marry Corbin, but now, the only one who can cure him is me. From his wheelchair, Corbin sneered. Karis Moreau, even if you could heal me, I would never marry you. Besides, you're just a quack. When my mother first mentioned you, you, I thought you were someone impressive. It seems you're nothing special. His voice dripped with disdain. The only woman I love is Isla. I will marry her and no one else, no matter how many times you show up in front of me. I won't give you a second glance. Listening to their duet, I felt a wave of irritation. Mrs. Prescott invited me here to inspect Ms. Jennings's medicine. Since Mr. Prescott has such unwavering faith in her, my presence is clearly unnecessary. I turned to leave, but Isla stepped in my way. Karis Moreau, what is that supposed to mean? My brow furrowed. It means exactly what it sounds like. If you don't understand, consult a dictionary. Isla scoffed. Karis Moreau, do you dare to make a wager with me? Let's bet on who can cure their patient. The loser has to kneel and admit defeat and then be banished from Viridia City forever. I paused, a slow smile spreading across my face as I turned back to her. I'll take that bet, but I won't be treating Corbin Prescott. My eyes met hers, cold and steady. I'm going to cure Ronan Ashworth. 10 days, I declared, my voice ringing through the suddenly silent hall. Let's see if you can make Corbin Prescott stand, or if I can wake Ronan Ashworth. Isla Jennings, do you dare? The moment the words left my mouth, the room erupted. The Ashworth boy? Isn't he a vegetable? That's far more difficult than Prescott's legs. Exactly. If the Ashworths weren't spending a fortune to keep him on life support, he'd have been gone long ago. If Ms. Moreau can actually wake him, it would be a medical miracle. A month would be a stretch, but 10 days? That's impossible. Hearing the murmurs around her, a glint of cunning flashed in Isla's eyes. She saw a guaranteed victory. I accept your challenge, she announced loudly. With so many witnesses here, Karis Moreau, you'd better not back out when you lose. I gave a slight nod. I won't lose. Corbin's lips curled into a contemptuous smirk. Ronan Ashworth is already a living corpse. You can't even fix my legs, yet you dream of curing him? Karis, if you admit defeat now, I might consider letting you stay in Viridia City. My gaze flickered dismissively over his legs. Corbin, all medicines have their side effects. Be careful. Ms. Jennings's so-called skills don't end up giving you some new, interesting ailment on top of your old one. Without another word, I turned and walked away. Isla Jennings was a finance major from a working-class family. The idea that she possessed a secret